Hello, YouTube. I'm back again. I just had something on my heart that I wanted to share with you guys. My name's Rebecca, and I've been on YouTube since 2013, and I really didn't start consistently posting until I would say last year, maybe close to December of 2023. I'm not completely sure, but anyway, the reason for me coming on here and sharing my thoughts with you for this particular video is I'm just going to tell you a story. I come from a Caribbean background where I'm first generation American who is born in the US from my family. Now, it is a known thing, or it is a known factor, that when a lot of immigrants come from the islands to the US, they mainly like to go into the field of healthcare or CNAs, nurses. That is a majority of Caribbean. That is the majority of the Caribbeans. They go into that field when they first come to the US, when they first come to America. So when I graduated from high school, I really did not know what I wanted to do. I was trying to figure out, what field, what career, what I wanted to major in college. And I didn't know. I was young. And my mom was pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Oh, go into nursing, go into nursing, go into nursing, go into nursing. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. It's just not on my heart. It wasn't a calling for me to go into nursing. I'm an empath, and I cannot see people suffer. The many stories that my mom have told me working in the healthcare field, working in emergency room, pediatric emergency room, the amount of stories that she would come and tell me of what happened to these children, the sicknesses that they're coming in with, so many sad stories of, I'll give one where a mother with her 2-year-old son came in deceased, was in a major car accident. And when my mom came home and told me that, it was etched in my brain, because I'm the type of person where I cannot see people suffer. It does something to me internally. Like, I want to cry, even though I don't know these people. It just does something to me in my soul, in my heart. It affects me as if they were my family members. So I knew in my heart of hearts that working in the healthcare field, working as a nurse, would not be for me, being that I am the type of person who takes on the pain of a lot of these patients or these people or family members that come in. When your family member is deceased and you don't know, and you come into the hospital, they put you in this room, and the chapel, the priest from the chapel, a lot of the emergency room doctors, they come in to let you know that your family members have passed on, or you have to identify the body. I cannot handle that. So when my mom was trying to push me to go into nursing, mind you, there's so many different areas of nursing that you can go into. I cannot. I remember in the past, I was not an independent contractor. I was a contractor who worked in the hospice care unit. as an administrator. And even though I was not working with the patients directly, I would have to go into that department and I would walk past and the doors would be open and I would see people of all ages. I would see elderly people, young people who are in hospice, and just walking through to go to a certain room to give like the nurse manager some documentation, or if the doctor's in there, to give them a file or some type of documentation, was an effect on me. It took an effect on me as well. So with that said, I just knew I could not go into nursing. And even though, I was young and I was trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to go to college for? What am I going to major in? What I want to do? Even though my mom was pushing me and trying to force me to go to school for nursing, because that is what many of my family members did when they came to the US. They went into the field of healthcare, whether it's being a night nurse, whether it's being a CNA, whether it's being a nurse or a nurse practitioner. That was the go-to field for my family members who migrated from the islands to the US. And not just my family members, but it's just known that a lot of people from the Caribbean, that is the field that they go into. Okay, what is the reason for me sharing this with you? The reason for me sharing this with you is you have to listen to your heart. Your heart will tell you what it is that you want to do, what you have a yearning for. Now, my thing is, what I did was I tapped into what I had an interest in. Even though I wasn't sure what I wanted to major in, I tapped into what I had an interest in, and that was my beginning. That was the start. So I ended up going to school for law. I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to be an attorney. I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to be like a police officer. Like, I really wasn't sure. Correction officer. I wasn't sure. I still did not know exactly where I wanted to go, but I know I had an interest in all things having to do with law. So I started with that. So basically, I didn't like fall or fold under my mom's, constant pushing for me to go to school for healthcare and for nursing. I followed the voice inside, what I felt inside, what I had an interest in, and I just followed suit. I didn't know exactly what it is that I wanted to do, where I wanted to go, but I started with, okay, I know I have an interest in law. That is definitely something that I have an interest in. So, right now, the world has changed tremendously, where people are becoming YouTube influencers. So, okay, you're not sure how you want to post your videos. You're not sure what you want to post your videos about or what niche. So with the examples that I gave you, as far as following your heart, what you have an interest in, make that a niche for you. It could be where you have an interest in law. I see a lot of YouTubers who are attorneys, even YouTubers who are not attorneys, who follow different trials that are going on and are posted online in real time, and they produce commentary talking about the different trials that are going on. For example, I'm going to give you the YSL case that's going on in Atlanta. One of them that is very popular right now, the whole situation with P. Diddy. A lot of people are posting commentary on that, having to do with, the different lawsuits that are filed against him, the different cases, background as far as the crumbling of his empire, having to do with Deleon, I think that's the name of his alcohol in Ciroc. There's some like backstory going on as far as him suing that company because of, I guess he feels like there were like illegal practices. I'm not going to go into it, but that's something that's in the legal field. Another example, sometimes you could be a seamstress. I think I gave this example in a previous video. You could be a seamstress, or you're not a seamstress and you have interest in learning how to make things from scratch. You can go on to good old YouTube University and learn how to sew. You could be someone who can't cook. All you can do is boil water. You can go onto YouTube and learn how to cook. You can look up different things as far as learning how to bake, learning how to make easy dinners that within 20, 30 minutes or 40 minutes. You could be, there's so many people from different walks of life who need information where they can go onto YouTube and find it. Now, if you are an expert in that particular field, whatever it may be, it could be in law, it could be in cooking, it can be in as being a seamstress, it could be crafting. It doesn't matter what it is. If you are an expert or somewhat of an expert in that, talk about it. Let that be your niche. So if you don't know what you want to talk about or what videos that you want to do, look within yourself and pull the interest that you have or pull the knowledge that you have and share it in a video. I say this all the time. It doesn't have to be a whole big production. It doesn't have to be that. You don't have to have a camera, an expensive camera, because a lot of people don't. I don't. I say this all the time. I'm posting on my iPhone SE. And yeah, if you have a smartphone, you can record and you can post on your video. So just to sum everything up, with that said, just look within, find what you have an interest in, what you have a love in, what you have expert knowledge on, and share it with people. And that can be your niche. Don't let outside voices and other people try to steer you in a direction with what they feel comfortable with. A lot of times people will try to steer you away from doing certain things because that is their fear. It's not your fear. That is their fear, and you don't want them to put their fears on you. Block out the noise. Block out the different negative comments that people will say when you mention that there's certain things that you want to do. For example, you want to do YouTube. Get started. If you don't feel comfortable, just do it. Just do it. I say it all the time. I mean, there's so many people, myself included, who I feel like I have some bad videos that are put out there, but you know what? It's real. It's the real deal. I'm filming in my car. Most of the time, I will be filming in my car because I feel comfortable filming in my car. I'm able to just speak, and all the information that I want to say, it just flows. It flows out of my brain, and I'm able to speak on YouTube and share my information with you. But don't be afraid. If you want to come online, come on YouTube and share information with people of your day-to-day, do it. Don't be afraid. Again, block out the noise. Don't listen to what other people say. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to what you have interests in and share it. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get more videos like this, more encouraging videos, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to my family. All right, take care.